Hey guys, it's Lady Hawk Owl, the Awkward Witch. So you guys, I'm so excited. It's almost Yule. I'd be more excited if this camera could focus. Oh. Anyway, so I've noticed this thing called Vlogmas, and I guess I've decided to try it. So next 2 weeks, I will be trying to post a video every day. I can't make any promises. About random shit that happens in my life. Yay! But today is not so random, I suppose. Yeah. So what you're looking at is my very crowded Yule altar. I'm just, when it comes to Yule, I did this last year too. I really crowded my Yule altar. I think I just was in the spirit of things, I guess. Not necessarily material goods, but like surrounding myself with warmth and peace and joy, and I guess that's what I was trying to do here. So, yeah, this is kind of talking about two things. This is talking about my altar and a little spell thing I did. Tonight. Tonight is the new moon, so I was doing a banishing sachet spell to help me with a certain issue I have. So, I guess let's start. So today's video is about my altar and that. So, okay, so this is a little messy. My altar's very small. Altar, it's a box. It's literally a box. Yeah, it's a big makeup box that I, reused. So yeah, this is a gray scarf that sometimes I actually wear, but I just thought it'd be really pretty for this time of year because it's kind of silver. That's the paisley design. And then let me move some books I have here. Okay. And so here we are. So for the colors I'm using are red, green, and white candles. No surprise there. I love stones, so I just decided to take out some red agate stones. My mom has all these stones. I don't even know why she has them. Most of my stone collection is from her thing, because she's like, yeah, go ahead, use them. I don't use them anyway, so I'm like, okay, yay! Anyway, so that's why I have so many stones. One of these stones I bought. The rest I borrowed from her. These are red agate. This one, I don't know what happened to this one. He's kind of, I don't know. He's got the color, so they're dark red. I have a sunstone. I love sunstones. I know these are technically, like, people say that these are artificial, quote-unquote, stones. But, could you stay focused? Would you mind? Ugh, forget it. It's going in and out like crazy. Anyway, it's very sparkly, though. It's, a man-made stone, but, it's made from, It's made in an unusual fashion, but it's so sparkly and pretty. How could you not resist it? It's like cinnamon colored. Here's my clear quartz. Here's my little Celtic candle thing. Oops. Knocked the horn god over. Stay. There he is. He's got some wax things on him. I'll clean him in a second, but shadows. Ugh. And the candles have oil in them. They have olive oil in them, so. What is this? Right, this is a bell I actually was using my spell that I'm going to talk about. Couple of snowflakes. This is actually a pin. This is part of an ornament thing. It's pretty, isn't it? Some more stones. Warming stones, a citrine, an onyx, a big pine cone. I have a ton of pine cones. I use this one for burning something. In case you haven't noticed, he's got a burn mark. Let's see, another teeny cute little pine cone. So an Indian bowl thing. With some burnt cinnamon in it. A fake red poinsettia thing. There he is. A horn god. Right in the middle. My horn god figurine. And I love these ornaments so much. We have a ton of these. They're blue and silver. Some of them are flowers. Some of them are like drums. They came in like a set. And I just love it. It's so gorgeous. It's got like the silver and the sparkliness. And it's gorgeous. Absolutely stunning. I love it. I had to use it. And last but not least, I have a black feather that I was also using in my spell. Which I will get to right now. So could you go back where you were, please? Thank you. So, this bag. First of all, there's stuff. There's some things on the bottom. And I'm going to get Tomorrow I'm planning on going out, so I'm probably gonna buy a piece of black felt, and I'm gonna wrap it around this and retie it with the white yarn. So it's probably exactly what you think it is looking at the bottle. It's an alcohol, in my case, it's an alcohol dependence banishing spell. But I wrote it in my book as addiction banishing spell, something like that. This can be for, I kind of partially stole, quote unquote, the spell from somewhere else and partially created it myself. This can be used for like smoking or whatever. I decided the best thing to do would be use a bottle on the spell, an empty bottle, to look at it and remember that's what I'm not supposed to do. So this is a clear sachet bag. I think it was a jewelry bag originally, but like there's some stuff falling out, so it's not really holy. It's just thin. So what do I have in here? I have one burnt thyme leaf, an amethyst stone, the purple stone over there. Then here I have a mix of old ashes. Oh my god, this camera. Old ashes, garlic and old ashes, a burnt thyme leaf, so there's a fresh thyme leaf and then a burnt one too. That, garlic, and old ashes from an old spell. Because I heard from a particular YouTuber who has been doing magic for decades that if you use ashes from an old spell, and in my case it was using ashes from like a New Year's thing, I was burning a piece of paper with my wishes on it, whatever, stuff like that. If you use those kind of ashes, that energy that was in that spell can be used for a new spell. So I decided to leave some of the ashes that were left in my bowl, which I'm now using as a cauldron because I don't really have the money to buy a cauldron. I was using some of those ashes in here, and I mixed them with the garlic, and then I mixed those with the burnt thyme leaf. This is a great spell. So basically what I did here is I got an empty, let's see, some of the stuff is already falling out, so I have to get that felt, but I took my little brandy, this is whiskey, no, it's maple whiskey, I'm not gonna lie, this is good stuff. I took an empty bottle, because this is kind of one of my drinks of choice, and I put a couple of drops of sage in for purification, and let's go over some things. So there's an amethyst stone and thyme leaves in there. So here is my spell book. I'm reading off here. It's not quite finished, but so let's look at the bag. So the garlic that's in here, I always use garlic to strengthen the spell. For a spell that needs, that is imperative and an emergency and needs, but also needs a boost. But I also don't have a lot of confidence that will work. That's why when I use garlic, so it can strengthen. It's also associated with the Morgan and Caradwin. Mars, fire, Aries, passion, protection, and strength. So like strength of mind, in other words. I love the smell of garlic too. It smells so fresh. And thyme leaves. Thyme leaves are associated with water, the new moon, which is tonight, fairies, and also strength, and for purifying. So this is basically. And then the amethyst stone. Amethyst is used for emotional balance, healing, resting, healing the problems I've caused with alcohol, stuff like that. So this is basically altogether a healing the scars I've made from my problems, and a willpower spell. So yeah. So maybe I should just tell you now, since you're probably already thinking it. I'm not an alcoholic. It's very far from being an alcoholic. But for the past year or so, I've slowly become more alcohol dependent. It became a thing, that I just like to do every now and then, drink excessive amounts of alcohol. And now it's become like every time I go out, I need a drink. Where I fear I cannot talk to people without taking one little sip of something. And it's it has been occupying my thoughts more than it should, and so I guess you can technically call me alcohol dependent. And so before it gets worse, and to make it go down, to make it stop, I've made this, because I need it. This is shameful, and I feel kind of ashamed admitting that I have this problem, but I'm developing it, and I know it's just going to get worse if I don't do something, so this is a willpower bag, because in order to overcome an addiction of any kind, one thing, I mean, you may need therapy after a while, I'm not up to that point. One thing you need to start with is willpower. Willpower and looking over the mistakes you made, so yeah. So, yeah, that was kind of, that wasn't as hard to talk about as I thought it would be, the alcohol dependence. Anyway, this is my altar, and that's my thing.